back to game mode, where actual progress is being made again.
Yes, it's fantastic. What's up here?
TX?
Probably.
Nothing. Dead end.
Alright.
I like
This
this
door, though.
Huh?
Feels like there should be something there.
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
Did you come from the right there?
Looks like there's a chest right there. There it is.
15 precious ammo.
Yes. I came from the left here.
Okay.
Alright.
So, next worst game of 2014?
You know, I think it's been a lot of hype with games. I mean, you've got the games like Assassin's Creed Unity and such as well, and it's just they're like glitchy games. Day one patches, it's been plaguing everything. Okay, the little girl went south, so I'm going this way. And that's what's been plaguing games. And I mean, while I can understand the pre-release culture being a good chunk of it, it's just I don't think that's always an excuse. It gets to a point where no, the consumer isn't always right. The consumer doesn't know what they're fucking talking about sometimes, right? The developers are supposed to be the experts. So why aren't the experts making the game?
Right.
Right? They need to do their job, and that's, I think, what I find most difficult. It's not that games are bad, but it's because they're just letting everyone dictate.
All right.
It's just my feeling on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of games that weren't necessarily bad, but were huge letdowns.
Yeah.
And then there was games that were legitimately bad. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, legitimately bad. And we were talking earlier about how there's two kinds of bad.
Yeah.
There's badly developed, or not complete, which is glitchy, buggy, and then there's games that are just bad, where it's bad mechanics, bad gameplay, bad voice acting, bad dialogue, and Sonic Boom is both. It's glitchy, it looks like shit, there's visual tears and frame drops and just everything bad that can happen at a developmental standpoint is there. Then, the dialogue sounds like it was written by the worst fanfic author. Like, it's bad. Then the story is inconsistent and incomplete and not engaging in any way whatsoever. It's just bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there's other games like, I think Elder Scrolls Online was a big disappointment for a lot of people this year.
See, and that I can see that being a big disappointment, but that I'm not surprised, because
I don't think you could expect to copy and paste the formula of what made Skyrim great to an MMO and expect it to just work. Because it's not going to.
Well, exactly. And that's what I find with it, right? It's just, of course it's not good. It's games don't translate that well, and people expect them to.
Yeah. What makes Skyrim engaging as a premise, along with a lot of other video games, is that you are the hero of the world. You are the one person, the Dragonborn, the one who's going to save everybody.
Yeah.
Now, there's 8 million other people online who are the exact same thing. So now what? What makes it interesting?
Yeah.
What's engaging?
I mean, I think that's just an issue with MMOs overall. Like, I'm not a big MMO person. It's because I never feel that connection. In the games, you're looking at they make it out like you're the only hero, but you know that's a blatant lie because you can see all the heroes.
Yeah. Okay, so I played The Amazing Spider-Man for Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I legitimately liked that game. I thought it was one of the better Spider-Man games, of which there have been plenty.
Yeah.
Web slinging is fun. Fighting bosses is fun. The story was not exactly the story from the movie. And again, movie tie-in movie games is like usually an instant just don't buy it because it's going to be bad. So
yeah.
for that, even when you consider that, I thought it was a good game. There were some things that were wrong with it, like collect 700 comic book pages, as well as like collect 100 magazines, and it was very much a collectathon. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, which was optional, but it's there and they expect you to do it. So no, I'm not going to collect 700 comic book pages from around the city.
That's just ridiculous.
But some things were smooth. You could move around the entire city with no load screens. It felt good. Then this year, Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, and wow, was it bad.
Yeah?
Just so bad. Everything was a glitch. Nothing was good. It was clearly rushed to come out with the release of the movie. Bad. And I think that they actually had maybe started a good franchise there. Because I liked the first one. I liked going around and even some of the collectibles, like different costumes.
Yeah.
Like they had all the different costumes. Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2066, Spider-Man 1648, I think. Like all of them.
Yeah.
Iron Spider-Man from Civil War.
Oh, nice.
Love that. So many cool costumes, and some of them were hard to get, but it felt rewarding and they were cool. And then this next game, there was nothing there. It's just unplayable garbage.
Oh. It's. I mean, I'm not trying to give crap to the AAA industry because this isn't by any means restricted to just them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, honestly, I think these always, like, just the way the consoles are done, I think has an aspect to that too, because no, not scan. What am I doing? Oh, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's everything can be patched, so they don't feel like they have to release it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it comes across to me, and that's what I find disappointing when it comes to these issues that we're seeing in games.
Mm-hmm. And I completely, again, don't want to specifically rag on the so-called AAA industry, but I think you can get a game like Watch Dogs or Call of Duty or any other AAA title, and you can sit down and play it, and you get 8 to 10 hours out of it, and you're like, okay, that's cool, and hundreds of people have worked on it. And then you get games like Papers, Please, or Binding of Isaac, developed by these small teams who put their heart into it, that you can literally play for hundreds of hours and are just immersive and creative and boundless.
Yeah.
And I just think that's amazing, and I think if maybe some of the big guys took some of the spirit of the small guys, but then you can't treat a big company like a small company.
No.
Something like Super Meat Boy was built on two guys who were broke as fuck for 2 years and sacrificed themselves and their personal lives to make something amazing. and it was a risk. And big companies can't take risks. They have to make sequels and formulate things that they know will make money, or else their stockholders will fucking abandon ship.
I have to, like, I understand that's an aspect of it. I have to kind of disagree with that, though. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have Portal.
Valve doesn't count.
Well, but Mega Man 2 was another example of that, right?
Again, when Mega Man 2 came out, yes, Mega Man 2 was made in what, like 9 weeks?
Well, it was made in 9 weeks, and there was some certain stipulations that were made. Like the guy, like he had to work on another game first, right?
Yeah.
But they're like, you work on this game for us, and sure, we'll take that risk and let you try it, because the first Mega Man game didn't sell well, right? And it was a crap game, and no one really cares about the first Mega Man. Right? Everyone remembers Mega Man 2. And I mean,
you could say the same about Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic was a good game. Sonic 2 was an amazing game.
Yeah. Right? People take risks. It's knowing the balance. There's a safe point here.
Oh yeah, right up there.
Yeah. So I think the larger companies, they can take risks. They're just not. I mean, look at
movie studios are the same.
Well, yeah, that's true. And the other aspect of it is, like, look at the Mario games. Like, Mario games have been cut and paste. Like, they're all just. I'm not a big fan of the new Super Mario Brothers mechanics.
Right.
I found the mechanics in
3D World?
No, not 3D Worlds. Like, sorry, I'm thinking old school. Mario 3, Super Mario World, right?
Right.
They had very tight, very clean mechanics, and from the 2D platform, to me that was.
There's a reason why. Are you going to go to that save point, or are you just going to walk past?
Yeah, I should save. It's probably going to be a boss fight or something here.
Almost certainly. Yes, there's a reason why everybody who mods Mario games uses Super Mario World as a base, because the controls were perfect and tight, and there's good assets there. It looks great, but mostly because from a control perspective, it is arguably the tightest, cleanest Mario.
Yeah, like the new Super Mario games. I tried playing them, and they're just. The mechanics aren't there. They're floaty.
And icy.
Yeah. It's a giant ice level, and that doesn't make for good flat platforming. I mean, we watched that one. I know we watched another video online where, someone was playing Kaizo, and they went and showed us what was happening with Mario, the new Mario ones, and they just made it like a crappy bullet hell.
Yeah,
like that's all it was. There was nothing.
Yeah, no. Super Mario had the potential for those, like, pixel perfect, because the mechanics were consistent and reliable. You could create obstacles that were precise and well designed.
Yeah, well, exactly. And
without margin of error.
Yeah. I'm totally gonna die here, aren't I? No? I'm good?
Oh, you didn't take that much damage.
Well, I'm
now you're
close. Oh.
First death. First death?
I got auto revive.
Oh, nice.
I was just hoping not to
need
it, and yeah, it was the first.
And then I think they came back a bit with Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, well,
it's different and creative and unique while maintaining some of the core mechanics of what makes Mario special.
Well, yeah, the 3D Marios, I think, have been fantastic in that regard. That's going to hurt.
But I think 3D World was a lot more like a traditional Mario game than maybe Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine was.
I agree. I think they found what worked with with like Mario Galaxy, which in my opinion is way better than Mario 64. And yes, I know our comments are now going to fill with hate for that, but Galaxy was a better game. And that's what they did. They combined Galaxy and they combined the Mario 3D. No, Mario 3 rather, not 3D. And it played well.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that sucked. You know, I know why I'm having a hard time keeping my health up. I keep seeing the PE bar thinking it's my health.
Oh!
That's gonna suck.
So yeah, milking a franchise isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's also not a guaranteed home run.
Yeah.
Certain franchises haven't made a good game in 10, 15 years.
And certain franchises come back and surprise you.
Yeah. And you can do something that is completely out of it, like Hyrule Warriors, which is nothing like any other Zelda game, but has a lot of the spirit of Zelda, and it's good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call it a Zelda game, it's a Zelda spin-off, but it's good, and it's more than just an homage. It's not just, hey, we took the characters and the music and the weapons. It has the spirit of Zelda.
Well, they took the time and made sure it was done right.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to do something here.
Which is another thing we were talking about, which was time isn't a bad thing. Like, some games get delayed, and if it's a game that I want to play, I would rather wait 6 months and see a good game.
Yeah. And especially if I'm paying $60, $70 a game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's... You have to. I'm gonna get fucked again so hard.
Oh, he's big now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
Oh.
double dead.
There goes my revives. I tried to get some more Parasite. Oh, that's gonna suck. Some more Parasite energy by switching armor.
Oh.
And
Cheesing.
so I lost a turn.
You be cheesing.
You know what? It's necessary sometimes.
It's gotta be close to dead.
Yeah, well, there's only one coming out now. The thing is, how do you avoid something like that?
You don't.
Like... No, it's... I don't know. I don't think indie games are exactly the way to go, but... Because they have their own issues. And AAA games can definitely... I think they can step up. They need to realize that, as I said before, they know what needs to be done. Take a risk and take your time.
Make something unique.
Yeah.
It's... Not everything has been done. There's new, unbelievably original stuff coming out all the time. And if you took some of the creativity and like brilliant ideas that come out of indie games and put the AAA polish on them, then there'd be no stopping it.
Yeah.
Portal was an indie game concept that was picked up by Valve because of how fucking smart and original it was, and used to make something amazing.
Yep, exactly. And it can be done. Like, and I mean, look at things like Shovel Knight. And
oh yeah, Shovel Knight blew it away this year.
Yeah,
it is up for many Game of the Year awards.
Rightfully so.
It took the 8-bit, 16-bit aesthetic applied it to something that has a nostalgic feel without a nostalgic rip-off, and create something new and unique and clever and with good controls and good dialogue and clever bosses. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we can see more of that. Still make your showy games. Make your Assassin's Creeds.
Don't make any more Assassin's Creed.
Well, okay, fine. You don't like Assassin's Creed. I like it. But,
No. It's not even about I don't like the franchise. It's that they made 7 and they not good anymore.
Says the person who plays Call of Duty all the time.
I'm sick of your attitude. You need to end this episode before he says more disparaging things about me. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you again soon. And thanks a lot.